So here's how to fix a GameCube that won't read discs. So you will need the following. You'll need a 4.5mm game bit screw, a Phillips number 1 and number 2 screwdriver bit, and a multimeter. So first put a mat down. This is just a dish mat. And then use a game bit screw and unscrew the 4 screws on the bottom of the GameCube. If the screws get stuck inside the GameCube, you can just kind of shake them out and they'll probably just drop out on their own. Now take the top off and look at the 4 clips that are holding in the plastic pieces at the back and the front where the controller port is. And then you can just go ahead and just pull on the things to unclip them. And I've got to film this part, but there are 4 screws right over there. You need to unscrew those metal heat sinks on top of the memory card slots that actually pull out the disk drive. So next, turn the GameCube around and you'll see this fan. Next to the fan, there will be 2 screws you need to take out. After you take out those screws, you'll see 3 hidden screws underneath the fan and 14 screws all around the disk drive. You'll have to unscrew each and every one of them until you can actually lift the disk drive out. So when lifting it out, be careful not to actually touch the laser because it's very delicate. Flip it over and we'll need to take off that metal shielding underneath the disk drive. So after taking off the metal shielding, turn the thing around again. Take your multimeter, make sure it's set to ohms. Touch the left solder pad and the bottom right solder pad. You should see it's around 300, 400, 500 ohms. Now take a screwdriver with a large bit and rotate it counterclockwise to around 200 ohms. Yeah, and that's it. Now all you have to do is reassemble. So take the 6 screws from the metal shielding, screw them back in, put it on top of the heatsink. Take the 14 screws from around the disk drive and screw them back in. Then you put the fan back on, put the 2 screws around it, take the plastic back, clip it in, take the controller port, clip it in, put the top of the GameCube shell back on. And now finally, you can just screw the 4 game bit screws on the bottom of the GameCube back in. So I'm just going to go ahead and test the game that didn't work previously, which is Pokemon Coliseum. Turning the GameCube on, looking at the logo, skipping past all the cutscenes, logos, and the title screen. There we go. And it works, no problem.